Hello, billionaires. You are welcome to how to build your brand class. This is Billionaires Academy Online, and I trust we are going to have a great time together. Kindly permit me to share this broadcast with my other social handles so we can have a wider reach. Kindly bear with me a moment. I'll be back shortly. I'm still with you. I'll be back shortly. I'm still with you. I'm still with you. Let me share this with our group, Billionaires Academy Online. I'm still with you. Kindly bear with me. I'm still with you. Kindly bear with me. I'm still with you. Just a moment more. I'll be back. I'll be here. I'll be back shortly. Kindly bear with me. I'm still with you. I want to share now with our page 180 Degree Studios, from where I am actually reaching us from. Kindly bear with me. I'm still with you. If you're with me, if you can see me and you can hear me, kindly put one in the comment section. Kindly put one in the comment section if you can hear me. Kindly put one in the comment section. Okay. I'll be back shortly. Kindly bear with me. All right. You're once again welcome back. Welcome back once again to Billionaires Academy Online. This is how to build your brand class. We're going to be starting off tonight with a brief introduction of myself. I know some of us don't know who I am, so it will do good for me to introduce myself to us. Now I'm Samson Samuel, and as a business coach at the Billionaires Academy, I help young people explore their potentials through the deployments of their gifts, talents, skills, and passion, hence impacting on the economy of their nation and actually giving them financial freedom. Now, the Billionaires Academy actually has its physical base at New Busa. Somewhere we might have heard such things or such place about Kainji Dam. So Billionaires Academy is situated at New Busa, Kainji, where we have our Kainji Dam, Niger State. And it has 2 current existing chapters apart from the online space, and 3 other chapters will be opened within the next 3 months by the grace of God. And as the CEO of Tentacles Global Advertising and Marketing Agency, I actually help people promote their brands through the strategic power of influence that reaches the world. And I'm glad to inform you that I'm reaching out to you from 180 Degree Studios, which is one of our platforms from whence I am currently reaching out to you from. This is the platform through which will reach out to us with all our digital platforms. I'm glad to be here once again. I'm glad to congratulate you for joining this beautiful event, and I trust in the next 4 days we are going to have the best of times together. So welcome. If I will kindly urge you to get a note. I believe you are going to have 1 or 2 things you are going to be learning from this platform, and I trust it's going to add value to us. It's going to add value to our businesses, our organization, our products, and our services. You are especially welcome once again. Do note that some special gifts await you. Some special gifts await us, right at the end of this program. That is at the end of this meeting. I'll put up an information, and for those who are connected at the time, you have the privilege to actually go home or to go with the special gifts. It will be also my special Christmas gifts and New Year gifts for a good number of us, because this most likely will be our last broadcast, particularly from the Billionaires Academy. Some broadcasts will be reaching out to us from 180 Degree Studios. Just watch out. I believe some nuggets also will be coming. Some amazing entertainment sessions will be coming also from the 180 Degree Studios, from our platform, from where we reach out with our digital informations and digital materials. So kindly hook up and get your gift. Now, what's the reason for this class? What's the reason for this class? How to build your brand. Is it that important? How to build your brand. What's the reason for this class? How important is this subject? How vital is this subject in life? How vital is the subject of how to build your brand? Now, this is a vital aspect of life we cannot do away with. It is a very, very important part of life that we cannot actually throw away. It's important that we understand that understanding the concept of building your brand plays a vital role in our lives, in our relationships, in our businesses, in life in general. Now, this statement actually got my attention, and I thought it wise to share this statement with us. A statement I actually learned from one of the business experts of our time, by the person of Victor Ekpo Bassi, the founder of Expert Business School. He made a profound statement that got to me. Really, it made a tremendous impact in my life. It made a tremendous impact in my life, in my way of life, and it changed my mindset, it changed my mentality about marketing. It changed my mentality about how I see or how I saw myself. It changed my mentality about how I saw myself. It really did something on my inside, right on my mind, and I'm glad to be sharing this with us. It really did a lot of things that I believe is the reason for the limitations of many people today in their businesses and in every aspect of their life. Please pay attention to this. I believe it's going to add value to us tonight. Now, a business school, this expert said, if you want to make money, study marketing. This looks very absurd. If you want to make money, he said, study marketing. But if you want to create wealth, study yourself. These 2 things have done tremendous impact in my life, and I've been privileged to be coaching quite a number of people, and it has made tremendous impact in their lives as well at the Billionaires Academy. More importantly, if you want to make money, study marketing. And if you want to create wealth, study yourself. It is one thing to create wealth, and it is another thing to make that wealth available to those who need them. These 2 statements are very, very important. If you want to make money, study marketing. And if you want to create wealth, study yourself. I'm going to delve a little deep into this for a moment, However, if you want to get more, you may need to enroll into our weekly Thursday Billionaires Academy coaching class. Now, we meet every Thursday by 5 p.m. and we have some time with quite a number of us. So there we'll be able to attend to this much. Nevertheless, on this platform, I'm going to just give a number of things that I believe are necessary. I'm not going to just give. I'm going to drop some materials. Like I said, if you stay on if you stay on to the end of this, class in the next 4 days, I'm going to at interval drop some materials that will add value to you, to your business, and to your endeavor. Now, if you want to make money, study marketing. However, if you want to create wealth, study yourself. Now, let us look at branding and how it relates to the statement I just made. You must understand that branding is actually a system of marketing. Branding is actually a system of marketing. Don't forget what I said. Branding is a system. What is a system? Now let me relate to this with our human body. Let me relate to this with our human body. Now in our human body we have the nervous system. In our human body we have the digestive system. In our human body we have the skeletal system. In our human body we likewise have of course, permit me. So we have the various kinds of systems, but in our bodies: digestive system, skeletal system, nervous system. Forgive me, I might not remember for now. Of course, I know them, but I've just mentioned them. Skeletal system, digestive system, respiratory system. Now let's take the digestive system for instance, and even the respiratory system for instance. You will agree with me that once food goes into your stomach, once food goes into your stomach, the digestive system begins to work. Digestive system begins to work. Even when you go to sleep, the system is still working. Now, what is a system? A system is something that has the capacity to operate itself without any help. A system has the capacity to operate itself without any help. You don't try to breathe. You don't try to breathe. When you are sleeping, your respiratory system is still breathing. You are still breathing. It's still enabling you breathe. You are not thinking of how you are going to breathe while sleeping because the respiratory system is active. So a system is something that is able to run itself without any aid, without any help. So branding, like I said earlier, is a system of marketing. Don't forget that. Branding is a system of marketing. And a system is an asset in the world of wealth. A system is an asset in the world of wealth. Never forget this, I repeat again. Branding is a system of marketing. Branding is a system. Branding has the capacity to run a system of marketing. That is night, day, at every time, at every point, branding is doing a job of marketing, a marketing job. So never forget that statement. If you want to make money, then study marketing. That means as you study marketing, one of the major concepts you need to pay attention to is the concept of branding. Because branding is how we sell ourselves. Branding is actually how we sell ourselves. I repeat again, branding is actually how we sell ourselves. If branding is a system of marketing, at every point of branding, that means there is a marketing. A marketing is on. A marketing is taking place. And it is very, very important we understand this. And that's the reason branding as a system is an asset to the world of wealth. Check out the great men who have made it in the realms of wealth. I need you to understand that you will observe that they have branded themselves in a manner. I believe as we move on, you are going to understand what I'm trying to say. Now, If you are still following me, just put 1 in the comment section. Put 1 in the comment section. If you are following me, can I see your 1 in the comment section? If you are following me, I want to see your 1 in the comment section. Everybody following? Put 1 in the comment section. If you are getting value from this, I want you to put 1 in the comment section. Put 1 in the comment section. I'm still alright. Yes. Billionaire Enoch, I can see you on the screen. Billionaire Yabi David, I can see you on the screen. Mommy Uche Ibanga, thanks for joining this class. I can see you on the screen, Mommy. Sister Esther Samuel, thanks for joining. 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 Oh, Billionaire Shalom Yabi David, thanks for joining this class. Wow, wow, Billionaire Ogunshino Christopher, thanks for joining the class. Billionaire Casey Aris, thanks for joining the class. I can see your 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are doing well. You are doing well. Thank you, thank you. You are doing well. Yeah. Now, let's get back again for a moment. Branding is a system of marketing, and a system is an asset in the world of wealth. A system is an asset in the world of wealth. And if branding affects marketing, and marketing is how we make money, then that means it's important we pay attention to the subject of branding. It's important to pay attention to this noble and profitable concept. So this is just what I'm trying to say. We're looking at the reason for this class. Why do we have to talk about branding? I'm privileged to be a digital advertising and marketing expert. You may be wondering, why am I talking about branding? It is because branding has a lot to do with marketing and advertising. Every aspect of branding is actually an advertisement. Every aspect of branding is actually an advertisement, and is actually a step towards marketing. Is actually a step towards marketing. Every process of branding is a step towards marketing. Never forget this. Branding is a system of marketing, and every system is an asset in the world of wealth. And if branding, how does branding affect marketing? Like I said earlier, I said if marketing is how we make money, and if marketing is how we make money and branding is a system of marketing, then it is very important that we pay attention to the subject of branding. This is very important. The subject of branding is very vital. The subject of branding is very, very important. Now I'll be sharing my stories with us as time proceeds. Maybe much later, I'll be sharing my stories with us. Let me have the light. Sorry, just went out of power. No. Return it back. Get touch from now. All right. If you can still hear me, we are together. Now, what is marketing? Marketing is essentially, sorry, our light just went on to be adjusted in a moment. All right. Marketing is essentially about sharing your passion, your skill, your vision, ideas, your products and services with others. Marketing is essentially about sharing your passion, vision, your skill, your ideas, your products and services with others. Marketing is actually convincing, not begging people to buy what you are selling. Marketing is actually convincing, not begging people to buy what you are selling. Marketing is essentially about sharing your passion, your skill, your vision, your ideas, products, and services with others. Marketing is convincing, don't forget this, not begging people to buy what you are selling. Now, begging people makes you cheap. Begging people makes you cheap. And cheap doesn't sell. The reason cheap doesn't sell is because cheap has no value. That is why if you are always committed to selling your products, your services, everything you have cheap, nobody will value it. Nobody will value it. Cheap doesn't sell. The reason nobody will value it is because cheap has no value. Anything cheap has no value. Now there's a difference between being cheap or making your products cheap and making your products affordable. They are very different. Making your products cheap and making your products affordable are totally different. Sorry, we just went out of light. We'll be back shortly. Right? So marketing is the process or technique of promoting, of selling and distributing a product or service. Don't forget where we are coming from. We said, if you want to make money, study marketing. If you want to create wealth, study yourself. We also said, branding is a system of marketing. If branding is a system of marketing, what is marketing? I repeat, marketing is essentially about sharing your passion. That is, there's a way that branding helps you share your passion. That branding helps you share your skill with people. That branding helps you share your vision with people. There's a way that your brand helps you share your ideas with people. Helps you, share your products and services with others. There's a way that branding helps to convince people to buy what you are selling and not beg them. Like I said, begging people makes you cheap, and cheap doesn't sell. Never forget that. The reason cheap does not sell is because cheap has no value. Cheap lacks value. Cheap doesn't sell. Everything of no value has, anything that has no value is cheap. That is why, as a common statement said by one of the greatest people in our time, he said that nothing of value is free. Nothing of value is truly free. And that is a very true statement. Nothing of value is truly free. And that means anything without value can be free. Anything without value is cheap. Anything without value is cheap. So, branding is the way by which we market ourselves, we market our product, we market our services, our organizations. Branding is how we actually market, what we do. Is how we market our passion, how we market our skills, how we market our vision. Don't forget that. So we've so far, never forget, I am a very slow teacher, but I'm slow because I want us to understand. Never forget, to make money, study marketing. Why study marketing? Because branding is a system of marketing. And a system is an asset in the world of wealth. Branding is a system of marketing. If branding is a system of marketing, we said, what is marketing? Marketing is sharing our passion, our vision, our skill, our ideas, our products and services with others. Sharing what we do, what we sell with others. Not begging them. You don't have to beg people doing business. Begging people will destroy your business. Begging people will destroy your business. You see, magnet never begs nail to come. That is the point. There's a way you can brand yourself as a magnet, and nails will have no choice. They almost lose their natural instinct and come towards the magnet. Magnet doesn't beg people. That is how branding does. I believe as we proceed, you are going to get to understand what I'm trying to say. Magnet does not beg nails. Magnet does not beg iron. Magnets never beg anything metal. Metals naturally are, attracted are magnetized towards magnets. And that's exactly what branding does to our businesses. It is a branding that builds a system of a magnetic system around our businesses that attracts customers to it. Branding is what builds a magnetic system around our product, around our vision, around our ideas, around our services. It is branding that does this. Branding builds a system of magnet around it. This magnet has the capacity to draw potential customers, has the capacity to retain these same potential customers, has the capacity to keep them. Branding is synonymous to a magnetic field in the world of business. Branding is it. As I proceed, I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. And please understand that where there is no marketing, there is no real business. Where there is no marketing, there is no real business. It's important you understand. And nothing sells without marketing. Nothing sells without marketing. Nothing sells without marketing. If nothing sells without marketing, it means that it has all to do with our branding. If branding is a system of marketing, if nothing sells without marketing, it means, if nothing sells without marketing and branding is a system of marketing, it means nothing will sell without a brand. Without branding your business, it will not sell. Without branding your corporate organization, it will not sell. Without branding your product, it will not sell. Without branding your services, it will not sell. I believe some of us must have seen me highlighted or put up a picture earlier today about two cups, probably yesterday, about two cups. One had nothing on it and the other had a label, an emblem on it. And you discover the one that had nothing on it sells for a very lower price, and the one that had a particular emblem on it sold higher. Now, somebody was sharing with us on Sunday about an encounter he had with his pastor. Now, he said he took a particular cap to his pastor he actually took a vest to his pastor. Now, on this vest was written nothing. On this vest was inscribed nothing. It was just a plain vest. And amazingly, according to him, he said when he got to his pastor's place, he gave his pastor this t-shirt, and his pastor said, "What is this?" Now, I'm not trying to bring down the pastor, I'm just trying to bring out something from the narrative. Now, the pastor said, "What kind of clothes did you bring to me?" Then, he took it back. Amazingly, he took back the t-shirt and inscribed something on the t-shirt and also inscribed something on a cap. Now, it was the same t-shirt. By the time he took the same t-shirt and a cap, he branded with a particular inscription to his pastor. His pastor welcomely accepted it. His pastor was very happy to receive that gift. His pastor he received that thing with more value. You know why? Because it was branded. That is why you can be so ordinary if you don't understand the subject of branding. You will be so empty and valueless without understanding the concept of branding. That is, you will be so cheap, you will appear cheap, not because you are trying to present yourself cheap, but because that is the way you appear to many. The reason you appear that way is because actually because of the fact that you do not understand the concept of branding, or better still, you have not branded yourself, your product, your services very well. Please, if you are following me, can I see following? Can I see following, coach? Following, coach. Kindly let me see that. If you are still following me, let me see following, coach. Sorry, we're out of power supply. I would have gone to put on the gen, but I don't intend to let that be a distraction. I believe very shortly we are going to have the power back in a moment. Very, very sorry about the fact that we're out of power. You would have seen me better. The lightning would have been better off. So bear with us. So if you are following me, kindly let me see following coach. Following coach. I'm following coach or following coach. I'm waiting. I want to see us. I can see a number of us are watching. All right. While we do that, I need us not to forget this. I want to remind us again. Branding is a system of marketing. Hence, everything needs branding. Branding is a system of marketing. Just as the respiratory system has a capacity to make us breathe in and breathe out, even while we're sleeping, without any of our aid. The digestive system has a capacity to, digest food once it gets into the stomach without requiring our aid. You can go and sleep and your digestive system is working. So also branding is working for you day and night. That branding is working for you day and night. Why? Because it is a system. It is a system in the when it comes to marketing. Branding is a system when it comes to marketing. So never forget this. Everything needs branding. Everything. Every idea you have needs branding. How you throw that idea, how you brand that idea will determine how that idea is received. Everything you have needs branding. Your vision needs to be branded. If it is not branded, it will not be received, no matter how beautiful it is to you. It is beautiful to you, but for it to be beautiful to others, you have to brand it in an acceptable way, in a way it will be well received. Now, Jeff Bezos said something that, he said branding is what people say about you when you are not in the room. Branding, in essence, is how people perceive you, how people see you, how people see you. You know what? It is commonly said, dress in the way you want to be addressed. So how dressed you are determines how you will be addressed. How dressed you are determines how you will be, how people will come around you. If you are dressed as a wild lion in the world of business, of course, you know what to expect. You are going to drive away your customers. If you are dressed as a snake, nobody loves to hang around a snake. You know what will happen. Nobody will come around your business. Some people are snakes in the world of business. They are snakes. They feel they have mastered the art of gimmicks. They play games, And when you brand yourself that way, you have killed not just yourself. You have destroyed your future, and you have destroyed the future of your business. So it is very, very important that we understand that branding is very, very important, and branding is very, very vital in the world of business and in the world of marketing. If you are still with me, kindly type, I am still with you. Kindly type, I am still with you. If you are still with me, kindly type, I am still with you. Kindly type, I am still with you. If you are still with me, kindly type, I am still with you. All right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let it keep coming in. Yeah. Now, never forget where we are coming from. To make money, study marketing. However, to create wealth, study yourself. You have to first create wealth. You are meant to be an ATM machine that is meant to generate wealth. To create that wealth, you have to study yourself. But it's not just about wealth creation. What about wealth appreciation? What about wealth perception, which has to do with branding? So it's not just about, creating wealth, creating a product, creating your service. It's not about creating a very nice and fantastic. You can create something nice and it will be wrongly received. I always tell people, I said something that is very bad, that is well packaged, will sell more than something that is very good, but that is not well packaged. Your packaging matters. Your packaging in the world of business, man. Please pay attention to this. You will not sell if you don't package well. This is very, very important. Let me come back. Tony Robbins said, life isn't about getting more. It is about becoming more. Can you see that the journey into the world of wealth begins with you? Life isn't about getting more. It is about becoming more. That is why being is superior to doing. It's not about what to do now. It's about, let's fix who you are. If we can fix who you are, what you do will change. If we can fix what you do, the result you get will change. This is a very, very important thing we need to understand tonight. The best place to start tonight is to fix who we are. If you can fix who you are, you can fix what you do. If you can fix what you do, you can change the result you get. So if you want to change the current result you have, what you need to pay attention to is to pay attention to you. Is to pay attention to you, who you are. This is very, very important. Life isn't about getting more, but rather about becoming more. Now, the desire to become more is a very necessary foundation. And self-discovery is the foundation required for building a brand. Self-discovery. If you want to build a brand, then you have to discover yourself, because branding is about building a unique identity. If you don't know who you are, you cannot brand yourself effectively the way you should. If you check, these Billionaires Academy is still in the process of branding. If you check, you will discover that we're trying to make everything as consistent as possible in order to help us represent our brand. I believe as I proceed in this class, you are going to understand what I'm trying to say. When I say Billionaires Academy, in natural essence, I'm also saying a rich men's club. That is where the rich gather. That means in that academy, in that club, you are not meant to talk poor. In that club, you are not meant to dress poor. In that club, you are not meant to sell poor. In that club, you are not meant, to do poor. You have to give it the best, a touch of the billionaire, which is our unique identity, which we represent. So when you come into our midst, you have come into the community of wealthy people. You have come into the community of, the community of billionaires. And you see, that's the reason I had to now change the phrase. If you remember in the last video I released, particularly the business, I'm talking about the business news hour now. If you remember in that video, I said I help young people move from passion to millions. Now I've changed it, because I will be out of my brand when I say I help people move from their passion to their millions. Actually, I help people move from their passion, from their skill, to their billions. This is what we represent. This is what I represent in the Billionaires Academy. And this is very, very important. How you do what you do is very important. How you represent yourself, even on the social media, is very important. Why? Your social media is the CV that attracts the right or the wrong kinds of people. I'm going to go into that much later as we journey in the world of how to build your brands. If you are still with me, let me know. Just put something in the comment section and let me know you are with me. Just put I am with you. Kindly put I am with you in the comment section. Put I am with you in the comment section. I am with you in the comment section. Can we do that very quickly, please? I am with you in the comment section. Now be aware that in the discovery of who you are, your potentials, your passion, etc., you will be accused of many things. As you get to discover who you are, as you get to discover what you can do, as you get to realize your potentials, as you begin to, delve into the different aspects of you know, your abilities, your potentials, your passions, you know, as you begin to delve into the other dimensions of you, as you begin to discover and as you begin to manifest the other dimensions of you that people are not used to. People will say such things as, you think you are better than everyone else. It's a common statement. Many people, for instance, are angry that I'm currently doing what I'm doing. They are angry that I'm doing what I'm doing. It's normal. It's normal. Now, but be aware, those that are close to me know that I've been very passionate about building a nation that will take the financial status to the next level. It's not going to be surprising to those who have known me, who have been with me for a little while. You know, so many people will say such things as you begin to journey into the world of your discoveries, as you begin to do things that you were not doing before. You discover, made some self-discoveries and begin to do some things you have not been doing before. You know, such things as you think you are better than everyone else. You know, some people will say you are pretending to be who you are not. For instance, many people know me as a pastor. Yes, I am a pastor and I'm still a pastor. But then I have a very keen assignment as well, doing what I'm doing. This is very important, you understand this. So a number of people are going to be angry. A number of people will think you are just trying to show yourself, you're trying to create an impression. And you know, this is the amazing thing people think about our brands, our products out there. People are always, you know, they feel you want to create an impression. You know, what you're trying to do is that you are strategically reaching out to the world. You are strategically pushing and promoting your product and your services to the world. But to a number of people, for them, it is just about you creating an impression. It's about you creating an impression. There's actually a difference between creating an impression and advertising. Impression doesn't sell. It is advertisement that sells. It is marketing that sells. There's a difference between marketing and advertising. There's a difference between marketing and creating an impression. While many people are trying to create an impression, a true businessman markets. He advertises his product. He promotes his products and services. And one of the cardinal ways an expert businessman promotes his product is by paying attention to the concept and the subject of branding. This is an important concept we need to learn, we need to understand. Now, you know, like I earlier said, people will say a whole lot of things. These people are simply saying such as, you know, people who say such actually do not understand that you are growing. People who say such things as you're trying to show yourself, you're trying to create an impression, you think you can impress me. People who talk like that are actually trying, you know, they do not know, they do not understand that you are growing into a better version of who you are. They don't understand. They don't understand. Now, I'd like you to forgive them this evening. When people misunderstand your intents, kindly forgive them. You know what they are doing? They're actually mourning the old you. They are mourning the old you and don't know how to relate with the new you. Actually, that is the challenge that they are facing. So you don't worry yourself about them. However, it is very important on this note that you need to develop a profitable branding skill. You need to develop as we journey into a new year, the year 2021. You need to develop a profitable branding skill. If what you have, your idea must sell. If your product, your service must sell, your organization must sell. If that vision must sell, you have to deliver. Even if you are a pastor, if your ministry must impact effectively, must be well accepted, then you need to develop a profitable branding skill. I know a number of people will argue with me that in ministry you don't need branding, but check out from our great men of God who have gone ahead and you will just watch to see whether they understand these things or not. Please, it is a very, very important thing we need to pay attention to. So certain skills, like I will always say, may not necessarily put food on your table, but they will surely make you very valuable in the marketplace. Without any form of exaggeration, I've learned over 50 skills this year. Some of us saw the video I put out last week or thereabout. I made that video myself. I learned how to do it. I studied how to do it. I've bought a number of courses. I've undergone a number of courses. I've spent I've spent multiplied thousands of naira in attending classes, attending courses, in learning, developing my skill. It makes, the development of your skill makes you more valuable in the marketplace. It may not put food directly on your table, but sure, it is going to add value to you. And anything valuable sells more. Anything valuable is expensive. This is very, very important. As we journey into the year 2021, please do everything it takes to learn a skill. Not just a skill, as many skills as possible. I've learned a whole lot of skills. I believe you're going to be seeing a number of them demonstrated. What I'm doing now is a skill. What I'm doing now, what you are seeing on the screen, is a skill. The ability to put this out in this way, in this manner, is a skill. It's a skill learned. I learned this, and you can learn it as well. It is very, very important. It makes what you are doing professional. It makes you an expert. It makes you appear as an authority in your field, doing what you are doing. So it is very, very important that we develop a skill as we journey into the world of into a new year 2021. So you need to consistently upskill yourself where your potentials is concerned, so you can keep growing and becoming a bit better at your craft, so that one day you can emerge the best in your industry. And that is why I like to say this evening that true change actually begins from changing how you think to changing what you do and the results you get. True change begins from changing how you think to changing what you do to changing the results you get. You will agree with me. A common, statement made by the Jewish preacher, by the person of Solomon. He made a profound statement. He said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You are what you think, and you are what you do. And what you do determines the result you get. If I want to change who I am, then I need to change how I think. And one way you can change how you think is to expose yourself. Exposure is one of the ways by which you can change how we think. Several levels of exposure has given me the privilege to change my thinking pattern. Several levels of exposure. I've been privileged to meet key coaches in this nation by privilege. I've been privileged to meet key coaches, and my encounter with them, some time I've spent with them, the little time I've spent with them has changed my mentality, has changed my mindset. It has changed my approach about business, about how to do business, and quite a lot more. Now, always remember this. Please always remember this, that products are made in the factory, but brands are created in the mind. That was why I said you begin the process of change by changing how you think. How you think changes who you are. Who you are changes what you do. What you do changes the results you get. Never forget that. To change who you are, you have to work on your mind, where your thinking room. You have to work on your mind. Products are made in the factory, but brands are created in the mind. So branding is a product of the mind. Don't forget that. According to Walter London, branding is a product of the mind. If you don't work on your mind, you cannot improve your brand. Everyone represents a brand. But whether your brand sells is simply a product of your thinking or exposure. So I want to encourage everyone here tonight to deliberately engage in personal development. I want to indulge everyone, I want to encourage every one of us tonight to indulge in personal development. Learn everything possible you can learn. And like I said, I've learned over 50 skills this year without any form of exaggeration. I've learned over 50 skills. Let us personal development. And may I tell you that personal development is not cheap. It's about sacrifice. Personal development is not cheap. It isn't cheap. It will cost you. I've spent thousands of naira learning and unlearning and relearning. I've spent. Now, somebody had the privilege, who had always known me, had the privilege to meet me some 2 or 3 weeks ago. We met in Abuja. And amazingly, you know what the person said? The person said, Kai, he said, you need to visit me in my place. You need to come. Somebody I consider as a superior. You know, he said, you need to come to where I am. I want to learn what you know. I want you to come for a week. I'm going to sponsor your journey over for a full week. I want you to put me through. Now, this is a product of personal development. Personal development makes you very valuable. Personal development makes you upskill. Personal development makes you scale in your business. Personal development gives you the privilege of market visibility and helps you attain maximum profitability. So this is very important. Like I said, if you hang on to the end of this class for the next few days, at intervals, you have the privilege of receiving several gifts that contain valuable contents, and I believe you would like to be. On this note, just about to start the meeting tonight. I'm just about to start the reason why we are here tonight. Now we're about to look at the concept of branding. I'm going to just delve into this a little, and we're going to continue from there tomorrow. Please kindly bear with me. I know, thanks for staying with me. I'm grateful. Thanks for staying with me. Now let us move into the reason we are here. How to build your brand. What is branding? What is branding? Now, as we proceed tonight, I'd like you to understand that branding is the way others perceive you. Never forget this. Your perceived value will determine your real value. It is your perceived value that determines your real value. And branding is the way others perceive you. Branding is the way others perceive you. If people observe you or perceive you as a knife, it is going to determine what they will use you to cut. If people perceive you as a pencil, it is going to determine what they will use you to do to achieve. If people perceive you as a fan, it is going to determine what they will use you for. This is very, very important. Branding is the way others perceive you. What is branding? Branding is the way others perceive you. Branding is the way others perceive your product. Branding is the way others perceive your services. Branding is the way others perceive your organization. All right? For those in ministry or church, branding is the way others perceive your church. Branding is it. How you brand, how your packaging is what determines people's perception about you. But never forget this, like I earlier said, your perceived value. The perceived value of your product, your service is determined, your perceived value will be determined by your real value. Your perceived value will actually determine your real value. Your perceived value will determine your real value. That is how people see you, how people perceive you, is going to determine how they value you. That is what we are trying to say. So if how people see us determine how they value our product, our service, if it determines how they value us, then it means we need to pay attention to how people see us. We need to pay attention to our branding, our packaging. This is very, 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 very important. Please understand, I trust God to do a good job here, in these 4 days. I believe you're going to receive value as you follow on. Thank you very much for still hanging on. I am very grateful. It means a whole lot to me. Thanks for staying on. Thanks for hanging on. I really appreciate so much. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the like. Thanks for encouraging me, by following. I really appreciate. If you are still with me and you want me to go on, can I see on your comment section, go on. Go on. Go on, coach. Go on, coach. All right. I will be shutting down any moment from now because we're going to move in deeper, quite stronger tomorrow. But let me drive down a moment. Branding is the process of developing a unique identity, which is coherent with your message, coherent with your system, coherent with your structure, coherent with your administration, coherent with your vision, coherent with your name, coherent with the tangible and intangible, the visual and the virtual elements of your business, of your identity, or of your organization. Branding is the process of developing a unique identity, which is coherent with your message, content, and on, that in such a way that distinguishes you from others in your organization or field. Branding distinguishes you from others. If what you are doing, if who you are is not different from who I am, if what you do is not different from what they are doing out there, then it means you have not branded your product, you have not branded your organization, you have not branded your business. This is very, very important. It means you have not branded your product, you have not branded your business, you have not branded, it means you have not branded what you are doing. That's what we are trying to say actually. Branding is the process of developing a unique identity which is coherent with your message and distinguishes you from others. Now, one of the greatest things that distinguishes us, that separates us from the crowd, that makes us stand out in the midst of the competition is branding. 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 It is it. When you put iPhone together, very glad we have a light. Unfortunately, we're just about to, close the class. When you put an iPhone alongside with other phones, it stands out. It stands out. You know why? It is branded. When you put Lamborghini with other kinds of cars, it stands out. You know why? Because of the brand. Because of the brand. Because of the brand. I learned there is a type of car, I think Lamborghini, they do not market them on TV. You know why? It is said that those who watch them they don't watch TV. Those who drive such cars don't watch TV because of the brand. So branding is very important. Branding makes you unique. Branding makes you different. When this is the thing branding does. Branding makes you unique. When you are unique, it means you are different. You are not like every other thing. When you are different, it means you are scarce. Anything that is unique is not as much as the other things that are available. When you are unique, it means you are standing out of several common things. And because you are unique and standing out, it means you are like 1 in a million. And being 1 in a million makes you valuable, because the key to rarity is value. The key to rarity, the key to value, is rarity. The key to value, the key to being valuable. If you want to stand out, if you want to be very, very valuable, just be scarce. Just be scarce. If you appear scarce, then you are going to appear very valuable. And when you appear very valuable, you are going to appear very expensive. You are going to appear very attractive. You are going to attract. Now, I'm going to be saying something that I believe they will connect with a number of us, especially the men. To connect with the men, the young men, to connect a lot with the young men. So, however, before I come there, branding principally expresses the reason for your existence. Branding expresses the reason for existence. Branding expresses your drive, your passion. Branding reveals, expresses your value. Your brand. What branding does is that it reveals the reason for your existence, the reason why you do what you do. Branding reveals your passion. Our passion is revealed in our brand. Our value, true value, is revealed in our brand. And branding reveals your purpose, branding reveals your passion, branding reveals your value. This is very, very important. Now, I will stop here on this note, but hear this before we go. Have you wondered why a young man immediately turns his back when a beautiful lady walks past him? When a beautiful lady, that is the emphasis. When a beautiful lady walks past him. Now, wait, don't be so religious about this. You must have done this at a point if you're a young man in your life. You are just going, you see a beautiful lady, you look, and you are tempted to turn back again and look. Now, a survey has been carried out and asked, a number of people have been asked this question. And an amazing answer came forth, which was the highest response from a number of people when the survey was carried out, when people were asked this question. The reason is very clear. The answer the highest number of people gave is the fact that they love what they saw and would love to have a second look. That is, when they were going, they saw a lady walk past them, they loved what they saw and they were going to have a second look. Now, that's exactly what happens to our products. That's exactly what happens to our services from our customers. When they come, do they like to come again? When they buy our products, when they buy our services, do they like to buy them again? Do they have to have a second look? Is it unique? Is it so unique that it buys attention? This is what we are trying to say. Because until you buy the attention of your customers, they cannot buy from you. Until you get their attention, they cannot buy from you. So what do you think? So what you think you do best? Someone who doesn't even do it halfway like you do, keep stealing your customers and making more money, and you keep wondering why. The reason is branding. You are not doing much.